This right here, ladies and gentlemen, is the key to driving pleasure. You must have guessed what I am talking about. We call it the ultimate driving machine, something we love getting behind the wheel of. But you know what? For once, I am going to ditch the driving seat experience for now and start my day at the back seat. You wanna know why? Watch this video till the end. I'm Shubham Parasha, you're watching Parkless, and let's get rolling. Well, I chose to begin my day at the rear seat because this is no ordinary 3 Series. You can tell that with the amount of legroom I have here. I can easily cross my leg and sit because this is 3 Series Gran Limousine, 3 Series 330 Li to be specific, and it's been positioned above the standard 3 Series and below the 5 Series. 110 millimeters of more wheelbase you have here, and that opens up quite a lot of space. Yes, it's cavernous, and it's been designed to enhance the rear seat experience because this is the seat most of the owners will take. The cushioning is just pitch perfect. You know, it's not too soft, it's very supportive. I have got a very good backrest angle, decent lumbar support here, and this little cushion as well. So yes, I can easily relax and enjoy my daily commute being chauffeur driven in luxury, and space is the biggest luxury one can have in a car like this. Now even the ambience at the rear seat is quite cool. You have got good ambient lighting here on the door, extends to the front seat here, yes, right in front of the rear passenger, and a decent sound system as well. So overall, माहौल काफी अच्छा है यहाँ पर. I also have got good features like I have got charging ports, 2 Type-C charging ports, separate climate control system, and a massive panoramic sunroof. So yes, the light inside the cabin is quite good. I have a good sense of space and airiness. The glass house area, thanks to this large door, is quite good. Ingress भी काफी अच्छा है. So yes, getting in car is quite easy, but there are few things that I am missing here, like sun blinds for my window and even at the rear, and there's no ventilation at this seat. This is supposed to be the boss seat, so those were the features I was expecting. And also boss mode for this seat, एक button ही तो डालनी थी यहाँ पर, so that could have helped me, you know, to just have an easy access and relax and chill here. तो चलिए, ये तो बात हो गई rear seat experience की, and I'm done being here. I really want to get to the driving seat now because it's still a Beamer and that's the seat I would want to be on. So let's see how it feels like from there. The BMW 330 Li gets a 2-liter 4-cylinder engine belting out around 254 brake horsepower at 5000 RPM and a good 400 Newton meters of peak torque around 1550 to 4400 RPM. And yes, that's a very meaty and a very heavy torque band that you have here in the 330 Li. Now, in terms of driving dynamics, the good part is it feels like a BMW, a true Bavarian, and has that genes. So behind the wheel, it's engaging. The engine response is quite quick, and you just tap on the pedal and it takes off. Now remember that it has got a twin sequential turbo, so yes, power delivery is quite linear and very progressive. There is no power lag as such. In fact, काफी brisk इसकी performance है, and that's something you always love about a BMW. So when you want to push it hard, it responds to your command, and for the rest of the part, believe me, this makes for an effortless highway cruiser. For most of the part, I have been driving it in comfort mode. It has got all the 3 drive modes: Sport, Sport Plus, Comfort, and you also have the Eco Pro mode. But yes, in terms of drivability, it is one car that brings a very good balance of, you know, performance and relaxed cruising.
The 8-speed ZF sourced automatic gearbox we are so familiar with works its charm as well.
Building up on the linear power delivery, and the 0 to 100 km per hour run is achieved in just 6.2 seconds, which still is brisk given its weight and relaxed nature. The BMW 3 Series Gran Limousine is also offered in the 330LD diesel iteration, where the 2-litre twin-turbo diesel engine belts out around 186 brake horsepower at 4000 rpm and 400 Nm of peak torque between 1750 rpm to 2500 rpm, and is mated to the same 8-speed ZF transmission. The diesel does the 0 to 100 km per hour sprint in 7.6 seconds, while both variants have a restricted top speed of 250 km per hour. And now let's get to the most thrilling aspect of any BMW, the driving dynamic. Let's see how different extended wheelbase Beamer is. The handling is on point, the steering is direct, the nose is pointy, and yes, it has a very natural stiffness. It doesn't feel artificial and has a very European way of going around corner and bends. It isn't as sharp as a 3 Series as the regular car, but yes, it isn't exactly floaty. It does understeer just a wee bit, but that's about it. The intent with the 3GL is to enhance passenger and driving comfort, and so a slight compromise in its handling prowess is inevitable. What's impressive still is the balance it strikes between ride comfort and driving dynamics, which is exactly what you need on our roads. Even the suspension, despite that softer setup, it doesn't wobble too much, and that's very good part about this car. When it comes to ride quality also, on the undulations, on rough surfaces, on potholes, you don't feel that bump or that sharpness filtering through, and that's again a very nice feedback and something that you expect from a luxury car. Despite the length, it's very easy to navigate through in the city traffic, so very easy to drive and very relaxing to be behind the wheel. And the ride quality is very sublime and very German. So to sum it up, it's impressively comfortable and drives like a BMW should. Experience behind the wheel is engaging, maybe not as thrilling as the standard models, but still offers that quintessential joy of driving you expect from a BMW. But before even you crank it, it's the cabin which leaves a very sublime impression on you. The cabin itself exudes a sense of plushness and feels very upmarket and sophisticated on the inside. I quite like the dual tone color treatment, brown on the seats and door pads here, upholstery finished in black, looks very premium and very modern. Yes, the layout too is quite contemporary. The open wood pour finish is now replaced by this piano black, very nicely done, and a very sleek treatment of the aluminium brush finish here on the dashboard runs the length of the dashboard. In terms of material, everything feels top notch. You have got soft touch upholstery almost wherever you put your hands. So yes, a very positive feedback and sense of plushness you have inside the cabin. Again, the magnum opus, the highlight of the cabin, remains these screens. It's a single piece of screen integrating the touchscreen and digital instrument cluster. Massive 14.9-inch touchscreen you have got here, and 12.3-inch digital instrument cluster. Graphics are super crisp and it's very easy and very good to use. The feedback is quite positive, looks very nice. I am not a big fan of tablet like big screens, because even this 14.9-inch unit is done so nicely that doesn't feel that big and doesn't distract you. So that's very positive feedback to have again. And it's loaded with features. You have got wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto and all sort of connectivity features that you expect from a car in this segment. So yes, feature wise it's pretty much sorted. The overall interface, that's also very nice, and the color combination, the palette, everything feels and looks top notch and very contemporary. Speaking of more features, you have got all the segment standard features like wireless charging, powered front seats, both seats are powered, but you don't have any ventilation option for these seats. That's again something which is a miss in the 330 Li, because cars of much lower price get them. Then you have auto dimming for all the rear view mirrors, IRVM and ORVM, and this massive panoramic sunroof lets the sunlight in and gives you the sense of airiness. My personal favorite though is the 16 speaker Harman Kardon sound system, very well tuned, right amount of bass, mids and trebles, so yes, very well balanced there. Also, the ambient lighting is on point and adds to the vibe of this cabin.
Well, the Gran Limousine ticks all the right boxes with its luxurious appeal, but at the same time is practical, offering a good 480 liters of boot space along with the spare wheel, and it seems enough to carry road trip luggage for a family. In terms of safety features, it offers 6 airbags, seatbelt pretensioners, brake assist, front collision warning, lane departure warning, dynamic stability control, park distance control and park assist, among others.
Also, the cabin is very silent, deserves a special mention. The cabin insulation is very good and you don't get to hear the engine for most of the part. It's only when you redline it is when you'll hear it growling a bit. So yes, a very relaxing cabin and a very comfortable driving experience you have here. Now there's one change which I don't appreciate much is, physical buttons are missing. All those features are integrated in the screen, so you have your climate control system here, right on this touch screen.
Well, that's the story of the BMW 3 Series Gran Limousine, the 330 Li. Oh wait, there's one thing I have saved for the last, the looks.
So up front, the GL remains a 3 Series very much. You have got a similar chisel face, quite sharp lines on the bonnet and a very dome-like angular treatment here on the side. The headlights are new, these are sleeker units, and you have got a new motif for the DRLs. These are inverted commas in shape. Also, a very chiseled and sharp bumper here. You have got this piano black contrast treatment, same treatment on the side here. Looks very sporty and handsome, and thank God we continue with this kidney grills, not the humongous, massive, weird kind of grills we have seen on new age BMW. These are very nicely executed, quite good satin silver finish here, quite well done, and yes, it looks very new and very contemporary. But the game changes when you walk towards the side. Yes, the profile here where you see the length, it's 2961 millimeters long, so yes, almost 3 meters that is, and 110 millimeters longer than the standard 3 Series. The best part is that it's been executed really nicely, because all the added mass to the door here, it doesn't look awkward, looks very nice and very elegant.
Priced at 58,90,000 rupees for the petrol 330 Li we are driving and 60,50,000 rupees for the diesel 330 LD, the added comfort comes for a price. But at the same time, it's a fair bargain when you choose it as an alternative to the 5 Series.
Well, the 330 Li, it's been sandwiched between the 3 Series and the 5 Series and actually can take on the likes of few bigger segment cars. But who BMW is targeting with this model? Well, someone who wants a balance between driving pleasure and leisure at the rear seat. Over the weeks, who wants to be at the rear seat and do his daily commute, but want to enjoy the spirit of driving over the weekend. That's the customer BMW is targeting with the BMW 330 Li.